Hey, welcome back to my Oxygen Not Included playthrough as we continue towards trying to build our big old statue and let's just survive in general. Now, someone did make the suggestion on the previous video that instead of making a second aqua tuner to sort of work through this, what I could instead do is use some automation. And we want sort of thermo sensor. Bottles thermo. But basically what we could do is set up a system so that the water... what we could probably do is just turn this guy off. There's no need for him really doing anything at the moment, is there? The longer he's off, the cooler that water might actually end up getting. Right, here's an urgent one. That's alright. Set that to urgent. Someone wants to go turn him off. Right, let some water run out there because that's higher than what it should be. That's fine. Let's do that. That solves that. We don't need more water pushing in here at the moment. And potentially we can just wait for that to cool down. With this guy obviously pushing hotter water out, but there's no urgency to get more water out of here until it's probably getting really high. Okay, let's have a look. So we're up to 1500 steel. We still need I was going to say a ton more, but I was literally here we're going to need 3.5 tons more. So still a long wait on that one. We look a lot cleaner now. We've got rid of all of our meal wood. We have this guy to keep going with. Definitely feel like I'm going to be forgetful on some things here. Normally I'm making a new video for this about once every 3 days, but with the release of Train Valley 2, I've got a whole bunch of that to come out. And so there's a... so I've been playing that a lot more too, as well as not like getting to hold out about, what, 7 days or so between making videos. So hopefully I'm still on track for what things I was trying to focus on. A bit cooked. How are we doing for our oxygen down here? It's still holding, I guess, well enough that that gas sensor's not getting mad. What was its rule? So it goes off when carbon dioxide hits it. The natural gas will sit above the carbon dioxide. So as the carbon dioxide pushes up, that might actually... We've also got chlorine in there. I don't know where the chlorine would have come from. Probably just an open door at some point. Get rid of the those guys. I mean, like someone said, we can probably get rid of all of them because we've got a much more efficient way of getting plastic now. See, these guys are doing a stellar job at making gold for me. Its sufficient thing is lime. And maybe we just have to up the priority of that to get someone to smash and lime. A star map looking. It's nice to see that the liquid that's coming out of here is only 18 still. I mean, it's more that end of this is 28 or so. This end is still 17, 20. Interesting that it's not just like what would you call it? Like diluting itself more than that. I would have thought that. I mean, putting water in that you can see it has like sort of a wave to it. To me, feels like it would mix itself. It's not stagnant. Let's get some tofu. Now, I think I've asked this before. Probably is relevant again. Let's deconstruct those guys there. But probably... we want to put in another bathroom. Good, somewhere down here. Not that we've overly got room section. I feel like a lot of this natural gas, once it's just out there, it's just going to be stuck out and about. It's exploring the space, going everywhere. What we could do, let's just grab a manual airlock and put one there. I'm amazed at how little natural gas we need in order to operate two of these guys. See the little drips of it just slowly moving along. The other thing that we had to look at, I think, was still down here. We had a big brain. We've got to get that water out of there. Down here trying to fix it. Imagine that's too much to mop. No, you happy mopping that? Telescope's back to idle, but I think that's about it. There's too much else we can do with our... see, with our... Bossy Dracos with our star map. Are we get inspired enough to travel anywhere? Which I would certainly put on the back burner for getting our statue done. Which they've gone up about 1,000. Moving quick. I guess if we do up the priority of this, don't mess around with it. So that glass we're still going with though. Oh no, we're not. We need 2.5. So glass is set. Do we have a high priority on that? No. Only got 15 more to go. We'll let it run. Look at that workout that you're getting there, Stinky. You're an animal. Now maybe I should up the priority on... oh, they already did it. Okay. So we get to pick someone to benefit from this. I'm trying to remember who we've given them to before. I think Ellie, Mima, and Stinky have been our previous receivers. Let's have a look at skills. Well, Ashcan doesn't have much of a load to carry. Barney's doing plenty. San. Nemo's already enjoyed it. Turner's working a pretty heavy load. Turner and Rowan have the most of anyone. Priorities wise, Travaldo's got a lot of duties. Alright, let's reward Travaldo with this one. I guess we've got to stay remotely in the area because he's going to start getting zapped. We've got to make sure we get him off it. It feels safer than doing this at midnight, right, Travaldo? Just sneaking away from the colony and going down and connecting your mind to a very big brain. You look confident in your choice there too. This robust recipient's constantly regenerating health. Alright, well, I guess that would make him a good candidate for going places. And what we should do is say that. Disable auto repair. And probably cancel that mop up too. I want us to waste their time getting all the way down there. Be looking in here. There's 12. Oh, that guy we can get rid of. So much water everywhere up here. See, it's 40 something degrees. It's coming out pretty hot, but I mean, I knew that, but we can you can see it gets down to 80 by the time it's sort of getting there. 70. That boogers down here. Not that hot. I don't know. It's definitely a problem in my system here. You can see all of this is melting too. But we're not using it at the moment anyway. Just let it fill. I mean, what I could always do is just build a wall, say here, and just block it off to stop it coming down. Do that as a temporary thing. We'll deconstruct that guy. I don't know why we sort of even let that get built. They're going nuts for lime now. Really getting our steel production moving along. I mean, that would also be increasing the temperature here, since that's basically the same temperature as what's coming down here. So probably that doesn't even matter. I mean, the stuff coming out of this is 50 degrees. The stuff coming from the top, about 50 degrees by the time it gets down there. This is getting full as well. So at least we're still pumping stuff out of here through this. And if this guy ever drops below that, this guy will kick back in as well. I wonder if I could set a rule of some kind to say, kill any Haku that are over 15. Really enjoying this new pace on steel. Now, oh, that's right. I keep thinking there's something else I need. I keep quickly remembering it's glass. So we're all set for that. I think my intention was to insulate the roof here. I don't know if they can reach it ground. Ask people to move that debris. We dig out that square there too. Got to make sure we avoid that. But then we can also just do a sort of sweeping, clean up the debris. That part of is good. Copy that and then just block out the back. This is definitely the long way to go about building a room. Now, I mean, even if I block this off here, and then I'd then have to get rid of all the air in this room too. But we can start to do it. We copy these guys because you can operate by walking around the outside, down and up. And ask them to. Oh, we can't do those ones actually. Let's take this cable, copy him, send him. Oh, no, I was gonna say send him that way, but I can't because of where that connector is. Let's cancel that. So what we want to do instead is we want to go to our power, set a heavy watt port there. Because we can copy to that. Ugh. Funny if she has to do that and then go all the way around to install it. Alright, then what we'll do is deconstruct that one. Copy that guy, put him there. Then the other thing I guess we want to do is deconstruct that piece of ladder. Good. We then want to, and this is going to be real emergency speed stuff, we want to deconstruct that super quick. We then want to copy that and put him in lettuce because of where that guy's sitting. Alright, well, we'll let us do it there. Okay, we're going to... Right, we've got to deconstruct that super quick. Sorry, emergency level so that you stay there and do it. We then want you to deconstruct that super quick. You then want to copy him and put it there. And we want to copy that. It there as well. Sorry. The utmost of urgency. They are flying through that steel now. It seems ridiculous that all I had to do is just tell them to make rocks quicker. Alright, cool. So that means that that's done, and luckily they did it without locking themselves in the room. So if that's now an unreachable build, it's okay because this is now inside a room, so we can say deconstruct that with all sorts of urgency as well. Copy this. Those. Now that yucky oxygen's going to float into the base. At least it's only a few squares worth. Probably should have finished filling that in first before doing this. But I think it's heavier than just normal oxygen, so it'll sit in there. I wonder what happens if I just build squares on that now. If they'll actually just sort of get rid of that air. I reckon there's an outside chance we could start the next build with that. The rate that they're going. Oh wow, they've gone bonkers for eggs as well, those hatchlings. I don't think we want anyone there. Okay. I feel if I just block off these squares now, it'll just push that air up and out as opposed to sort of dissolve it. So that's fine. What we'll do instead is we will just ask them to deconstruct everything in there. See that diluted oxygen's sort of diluting itself amongst the squares. These poor boys get sick. Did I have to do something with this door, or was just what it was made out of, wasn't it? Okay. Voles. I think it's just... drop off for them. I get rid of drop off, and copy that guy, and we put it, say, back there. The polluted oxygen outside this door is way worse than it in there now. That made it a copper ore, was it? Okay. So what we want in here is Cheval. Ranch or ranch them at high priority was one of my notes I had for these guys, but I'm not quite sure how I'd ranch them if the only thing in there is drop off. It's alright. Let's now go looking for one. Quick scan, see if we can see any about ranching. I'm pretty sure there was one that used to be wandering across the top of the map. I don't know if we can get to the top of the map at the moment, if our ways are completely blocked. And that way is, but around the outside at the moment. Oh, I would say that maybe that's what happened to that vole. Alright, well, game of I Spy. If you spy a vole, feel free to mention the time and the place. Most likely I'm just going to have to order some in, I would say. Oh, and we want to move all the debris out of that room as well. That's the other thing. Let's give it a 7 priority. Ceramic, plastic, steel. So let's just double check that we've got our plastic. Yep. Ceramic. Yep. Let's pop that up. Maybe I did need to give this prior priority because really getting to it. Although I suppose it is nighttime, so they've just sort of more gone through their downtime as opposed to any actual tasks. See, no one's sick from wander through here. There we go, a bit more of movement coming down here. It's debris as well. Cancel that one, because no one's getting there. I feel like if you ask someone to attack, this shouldn't freak out as much as it does to announce that there's a fight going on. I'm quite good with our food levels. Great, so there we go. So that is this little sort of algae away from being a nice clean room. That debris into storage as well. And the amount of germs in this section have completely gone down as well. It doesn't seem like it's moved out into the other area. Maybe they've just all breathed it in. I'm moving quick with this. Greatly appreciated the pace that they are going for this steel. I think more than anything, that's what we all want to see. Or at least I do. Imagine there's at least someone out there, all they want to see is me die. Having my base overheat to the point that my food won't grow. I hate to say I told you so sort of moment. Because I'm not listening about that. Why does it just keep being more and more algae in there? What is it, my fish tank? It's like more algae that I didn't even get caught in sweeps. Where's it coming from? Still pondering about where to put bathrooms. Another set of bathrooms. We have 2 toilets there, 3 toilets down here, and then this toilet here that's never been used. So we've got 5 toilets for 14 people. I suppose we do have different schedules that people are on, so they might not all attempt to use it at the same time. I do like the idea though that they're so picky that they won't eat at a table that someone else has sat at, but they're fine with toilets sharing. Space here. I was gonna say, what's the point of this space here? And I finally remembered it's because my bathroom was otherwise too big. I had to reduce the size of my bathroom so that it could count as a bathroom. Come on, we're getting so close. I don't think we're going to get there today. I think that's going to be a task of our next one. And to build part 2 of our statue. But at the speed that they've built the steel for this one, I wouldn't be surprised if we can get both parts done in the next one. I think they are absolutely flying through that thing. He's too hot, is he? Wow, it's quite warm down there. Right, I'm not sure we need him anymore. Our tropical Paku are also thriving pretty well down here. I think they're griping about irrigation. Just the water's not getting down there enough. Where's that pumping that way? Oh, that's going to that guy, right. Oh, he's losing power. Okay, why are you losing power? Let's, I'm not sure these guys are doing enough at the moment. Let's disable him. Disable. No, let's disable disinfect, which we also need to do. Those two. Turn them off. Or did I just turn him back on? Disable building. No. Disable building. Yes. I've got to keep an eye on how the water level is going up here. Only really once that starts to get turned off, I think is this water gonna just slowly cool down. And I mean, maybe eventually that'll come. I think that now that my lime is getting built so efficiently, it shows me that I can wait, like I can sort of make steel more as I need it. Fill it down. Not happy with how much natural gas is down here. It'd be great if you could make like a vacuum cleaner or something, like a portable gas sucker, so that you could just suck the gas out of a section and then go distribute it somewhere else. Yeah, still, what are we saying? We're no storage available. Is that more stuff than I wanted these holding? Did I change the settings on some of these? So for example, we don't want raw material in there. That can definitely go on the other one, so let's go copy setting to all of these guys. Let's dump all of that, and let's move that debris into storage. Because I know that algae won't go into there, I don't think. But all of that will. So we can clear out a whole bunch of our space by just dumping all of that on the our dispenser pile. Alright, well as these guys go to bed tonight, I think we'll call it there. With exciting times, sitting on steel of 4,900 means that in our next one we will get to the monument body. And based on the pace there, we'll get close to making the head as well. But I think we already had, what, 1,000, so we made about 4 tons worth. 3.5 tons worth today, so probably it'd take 2, but I mean the idea that it's only going to take 2 episodes is pretty good. Looks like poor Meep's got slime lung for the first time. Welcome to our comet. Yeah, any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. Until next time, catch you later. See ya.